Thank you so much for joining me today. It's not every day you get to have one of the best college tennis players in the country right now, especially at such a young age. Talk about your process of getting here, because obviously you had a successful junior career. Obviously you've been recognized by so many people, by so many outlets. So how did you end up at Georgia?
Honestly, it all started off with COVID. I mean, I wasn't supposed to play ITF tournaments. I was going to kind of stick to USTA and future tournaments. And then COVID happened and all the futures were canceled. So basically the only way to compete was UTR tournaments and ITF. So I decided to do the ITF route. I got a few wild cards. I was thankful from the USTA, and I won Easter Bowl, and I won IOSC final Easter Bowl, and that's kind of what propelled me to get into the slams.
Okay.
So that definitely brought up my stock price, I guess you'd say. I mean, I think Jamie has been watching me probably since I was about 15 years old. So He was the first coach to start recruiting me. I remember telling my parents when he first followed me on Instagram, I was just like, hey mom, like Jamie Hunt just from UGA followed me. But that's kind of how I got started into the ITF, and I did really well in March, and that got me into the slams, and I did really well in some futures and stuff. I guess that was last year, honestly. Yeah. I started here early. The reason why I started early, I just wasn't, towards the end of my junior career, I wasn't getting the results I really wanted. Just I wasn't having the practice I needed, and I felt like once I came here, I'd be able to have that, and honestly, it was the best decision I could have made.
Was this the only school that you had your eyes on?
No, I was looking at University of Florida, University of Texas, University of Southern California, but University of Georgia, just when I sat on the benches right over here, it really stood out to me, just the stadium, and then honestly the culture of tennis here, it made me really want to be here.
And for you, what would you, because you've had a lot of success so far in your career, and there's much more to come, how would you define success for yourself?
I mean, I'd like to say there's no limit.
Okay.
Definitely would like to do as best as I can, but obviously there's me people challenge me every single day. I mean, everyone out here at practice challenges me every single day. So I just got to keep my eyes on improving every single day and developing. And as long as I have my mindset on that, then I think that there is a chance for me to make it pro. I mean, obviously that's what I've been wanting since I was younger. There's been some doubts, but honestly, I think I could do it. So why not stop?
Absolutely. And you've also played against some of your teammates in bigger competitions as well. How do you deal with that, not just as a tennis player, but as a teammate? How do you go through the process of, is this another match, or I'm playing one of my good friends from my team? What goes through your head in that kind of scenario?
I definitely view it as just another match. I mean, it's hard definitely choosing between like your friendship and winning matches. But I realized after going to the US Open kind of with Tommy Paul and with Brad Stein, it's just like Brad had always been like, anyone on the other side of the net's your competitor. It's not your friend, even if it's like, I mean, you see Tommy and Taylor Fritz and Riley, they've played each other so many times, and it's just like, they have to take away from their friendship whenever they play each other. So anytime I play, I mean, when I played Phil in All-Americans, I was just like, all right, it's just another match, and I did very well there. And then right after the match, we hugged, and it was just like back to normal. Got food on the same flight, enjoyed a nice drive with Manny. So just enjoying every single match, just the challenge, and not really thinking about the friendship behind it.
And you've had the experience of playing at the US Open too, and you've had that experience of playing kind of on the big stage. Yes. It's something that everyone has dreamed of doing, and not many people have had the opportunity to do it like you. So what did you take away from that experience of seeing what it's like to be on the pro tour and seeing what it's like to be on that big stage? Just the preparation and discipline that you have every single day. I mean,
before every practice, guys were doing 30-minute warm-ups, and then right after practice doing 30-minute recoveries, even longer some of the cases. And then even when you would go back to your hotel, you'd have to be so disciplined, just like laying in bed, just recovering, knowing that the next day is gonna be another long day, especially at US Open. I mean, it's just like the bus ride could have been an hour to the site and then an hour back, so it's just such long days. You have to really be disciplined with what you do with your time. But I've also recognized just how much fun it is. I mean, you walk around the grounds at US Open, you're just recognized by every single fan, every other guy is just like giving you a nice handshake, whatever. And then at night going to dinner with the other guys on the tour, it's honestly pretty amazing. You go to really high class restaurants, just enjoying the life, which was something that I wasn't used to.
Okay.
So getting to experience that was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
And for you too, what would be your goal for this year and for the future for your college career, let's say?
I definitely would like to win ITA in the May. Obviously, I want to win a team first before I win my individual. But winning an individual would definitely get my career to the next level, knowing that there's a wild card for the U.S. Open on the stakes. But winning a team championship would mean everything. Seeing all the banners and all the years that we've won it, would be getting a nice 2023 on there would be pretty amazing. And with this group of guys, knowing that this is most of their last year, would be pretty special for all of us.
Awesome. Thank you, Ethan. I really appreciate it.